A couple in Rancho Santa Fe had a 13% chance of making it through retirement without running out of money. 13%. By making one move with the home they already owned, we took that number to 89% and added 17 years to their financial runway. Let me show you exactly how we did this. They are 65 years old, just retired, living in a $6.9 million home. On paper, they look like they are doing great. But when we ran the actual numbers, their portfolio was going to hit zero by the time they turned 78. That is 13 years into retirement. And the crazy part is they were sitting on millions of dollars in home equity the whole time, and none of it was working for them. That is exactly the problem that I help people like you solve. Here's where this couple stood when they first came to me. They had $3,700 coming in every month from Social Security. They had a $400,000 mortgage balance with $3,200 per month in monthly mortgage payments going out. And their monthly spending need was $18,000. So every single month, they were pulling heavily from their investment portfolio just to cover the gap. When we stress tested that plan with real retirement planning software, the probability of success came back at 13%. That means that there was an 87% chance they would run out of money before one of them passed away. Here is what nobody had told them. They owned a $6.9 million home, and that was equity just sitting there doing nothing. It was not in their retirement plan. It was not generating income. It was not protecting their portfolio. It was just locked up in the walls and foundation of the house. A jumbo reverse mortgage, which is a reverse mortgage designed specifically for high value homes like theirs, lets you access that home equity without selling the home, without ever making a mortgage payment, and without giving up ownership. That is the tool we used to change everything. The total jumbo reverse mortgage amount they qualified for was $2,911,800. Here is how that broke down. First, we paid off their $400,000 mortgage balance, completely gone. That immediately freed up $3,200 every single month that was no longer going out the door. Second, they received $327,950 in cash at closing, which went straight into their portfolio as a liquidity cushion. Third, and this is the part that really changes the math, they now have a remaining line of credit of $2,183,850 that they can draw from strategically over the course of retirement. That line of credit grows over time, which means the longer they wait to use it, the more it is worth. Now let me show you what happened to their retirement plan after we made this move. Before, their portfolio was going to zero at age 78. After activating the home equity, their money, including strategic draws from the reverse mortgage line of credit, lasts until age 95. That is 17 additional years of financial security. And here's the number I keep coming back to: probability of success. It went from 13% to 89%. Same couple, same home, same retirement lifestyle. They did not cut spending. They did not sell their house. They just stopped leaving a multi-million-dollar asset completely out of their financial plan. This strategy works because the reverse mortgage line of credit acts as a buffer. When the market is down, you draw from the line instead of selling investments at a loss. When the market recovers, you let the portfolio grow. You are essentially giving your investments time to breathe. This is not a product for people who are struggling. This particular couple was not struggling. This is the planning tool for people who have significant equity in high value homes and want to make sure that the asset is actually part of their retirement strategy. If you're 55 or older and you own a home worth $1 million or more, this conversation is worth having. I know some of you are thinking this right now. You're thinking, if I get a reverse mortgage, the bank's going to take my house. That is not how this works. You remain on title as the owner of your home the entire time. The reverse mortgage is just a loan against the equity, the same as any other mortgage. Your heirs can still inherit the home. They simply pay off the loan balance when the time comes. And in most cases, there's still significant equity left over. If what I just showed you sounds like it might apply to your situation, I want you to run your own numbers. Every situation is different, and the only way to know what is actually possible for you is to look at your specific home value, your mortgage balance, your monthly needs, and your portfolio. I do this every day for homeowners in Rancho Santa Fe, San Diego, and across the country. You do not need to do any guessing. Run your own numbers, and you can do this free over at perpetualretirement.com. The link is in the description. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one.